Yeah.
I know it's fucked up. I know. It's like it's been 2 weeks since I got it. So, welcome guys. Second episode of the Do Channel. Got my boy Ed here. Ed, tell him about yourself in the shop.
Man, so we started this shop back in January of 2021 as I'd say a little experiment in the sense of I really like the idea of barbering and taking care of the community. But I also thought about, as a business owner, it's not just about the haircut. We're also a group of men that are here taking care of kids that are growing into men eventually, you know?
Yeah.
So I take that very personal, where it's like I want my barbers to be able to be with me for a long time. And I also want to be able to take care of the community in a way that we actually bring good to them,
Yeah.
rather than mess them up, you know, with bad ideas and drugs and all kinds of stuff. But actually try to build people up, you know?
Yeah. So this is your shop, right? You own this shop.
This is my shop.
This is your idea. This is all started by you from the ground up.
For sure.
Okay. And then you have how many people working for you?
Right now it's 5 total. We do have one guy, Alex, who is in and out, but
Okay.
4 full time.
So I've known you since 2020, like right around when COVID hit.
Yeah.
Everything kind of shut down. I had no barber, but I had Ed. Ed came through always, right? He came in clutch. And he's been my barber since then. And he's been able to take all this crap and make it look decent and fantastic. And real quick, because I got a lot of people saying out there, is my hair thinning in the back? Am I balding? Be honest. Tell the fans. Tell the viewers.
I don't think so, man.
I don't like the hesitation, man. I don't like the hesitation. I don't like the hesitation, man.
You know what it is?
What?
It's because like you have this swirl, and
Uh-huh.
with longer hair,
Mm-hmm.
when it splits, you can see through a
You
little
don't.
bit. But
You're not making me feel better, bro.
nah, I don't. I think it's normal.
Anyways, I'm not balding. I'm not thinning. I'm just getting older. So Ed's we're gonna do a little bit different today. We're gonna hang out the shop a little bit. Ed's gonna show you how he takes this crap and turns me decent, and we'll get a couple shots of other guys, and we'll see what we're having today. Sound like a plan?
For sure.
I'm gonna go with the same thing with the hard part.
With the hard part.
Yeah. Trim up the bangs and obviously the best fade in all of Magnolia area.
Got you, bro.
So Ed, tell me, man, when you decided to start this, because a lot of people have fears as far as like starting their own business, right?
Yeah.
When you decided, hey, I'm gonna take off with this shop, like, what was the first thing that popped in your mind?
Man, really, from the beginning, I guess I've always been, as I keep cutting hair, I keep getting in this industry, things have changed a lot. But then I was like, how do you get into this and actually make it a career?
Right.
And I think that was kind of the big thing for me is, the older you get in barbering, you start seeing these older men who they start having less and less customers because they're older. Like young people don't really want to get a haircut by an old man.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, what benefit is there to stay in this game for a long time? You know,
Yeah.
if that's the case. So I wanted to figure out a system where the longer you work, the more money you'll make. At least to be able to keep up, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that I was thinking about that a lot in perspective of longevity, and then for the customers too, where it's like, all right, customers don't really just come for the shop. They do initially, like if it's something new, it's maybe your marketing and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
over time they stick around for the barbers,
Yeah.
whoever the barber is.
Do you think it's the barbers, their personality? Do you think it's their work? Do you think it's the atmosphere? Like, what about the barber makes that barber special?
I think in the beginning, it's like, did you give them a good service, you know? But I think long term, it has to be someone that's reliable, someone that does good work. It's a big combination of things, right?
Right.
And over time, they just become like part of the family for a lot of the customers, where they'll want to bring you their kids and somebody else, you know, and somebody from the family or their coworkers. And I think it's, are you a level-headed person that, as men, like this becomes a little bit of kind of like counseling in a way. I wouldn't say that I'm a counselor, but we do talk and we have conversations with the customers and go
Yeah.
back and forth, you know. So
I mean, but you kind of almost have to play the role of a counselor, right? Like, how many guys have? I mean, you and I have had a lot of good conversations, right?
Yeah.
Like, how many times have I come in here and like, hey man, I got this problem with my family, right? Because not a lot of people know, or people
Yeah,
are
yeah.
getting to know you right now. You're a family man. You're a father of two.
two
girls?
teenagers. No, I got a 19-year-old girl, Matilda, and then my son who's 16.
Okay,
3-year-old.
so having to manage a girl and a guy is different, right? And having to manage a barbershop is even more different.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you're married. And how long have you been married again?
16 years.
16 years.
17.
That's a long time, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
But, you know, you essentially have to be a counselor for all these things, right? Like, guys, they don't go to therapy. They go to the barbershop. They start asking questions. This is a place of peace for us. How many times have we been out there having really good conversations, and then we crack up a lot?
Yep.
So, yeah, so to an extent, you are a counselor. You are that therapist. You are that advice giver. What kind of pressure does that put on you? Like, knowing, like, all right, cool, you know, you can have an easy day, good conversations, laugh, and it can get real serious real quick.
I think for me, I don't take the therapist side of it like too serious, in the sense of I try to help out with like problem solving
Yeah.
as much as I can, but I don't try to give like actual professional advice per se, right? Like,
Right.
because I'm not a professional in that department.
Yeah. But I mean, let's be honest. When we talk about guys, and we talk about the guys going to therapy and that sort of stuff, a lot of guys, especially in Mexican culture, they don't do that.
Yeah.
It's like an ego or a pride thing. Like, nah, we're men. We don't do that. We've been taught to kind of like shut down and not talk about these things. So like, even though you know, I guess, you know, you're not trying to say like, well, you understand, you recognize I'm not a therapist. I'm not this and not that. But to some of these guys, you kind of essentially are. You know.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I do have to accept. So the advice I give is try to be more like help them understand that they're not alone in this.
Yeah.
Because since I talk to a lot of men, you know, is where you see the same patterns, you know.
Yeah.
And for people just not to be so worried about opening up sometimes. I know that we do live in this macho culture, or at least a lot of us come from that, where you don't open up about your feelings or things that you're going through.
Mhm.
But I think if you actually do, in a way that, like, don't go out there and be all sentimental and stuff, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But most men do want to listen to these things, man, because like everybody's going through some type of problem,
Yeah.
and they know that the way they're living, they want changes. They just don't know how to apply it, you know?
Yeah, and it's not. I don't think you said something. You're like, they want to hear this stuff, but I think not only do they want to hear it and they want to talk about it, is I think once you kind of get them engaged in that conversation, then they start participating so much easier.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know why. Like, as men, like, everyone's afraid to make the first move. Everyone's afraid to make that first step into whatever conversation it may be, difficult or not. And then they're like, okay, cool, yeah, let me hop in on this. Oh yeah, I went through that too. Oh yeah, let me tell you what I did on my end.
Yeah.
So,
You know, maybe things are changing, but at least like when I was growing up, I never had conversations with my dad. But I don't know if it was him not asking or just me not being open.
yeah,
But I know that we do get to a certain age where we do become a little bit more open to this stuff. So I think it's important, and like I said, I know that a lot of men are willing to talk about it. But you gotta make sure it's not too serious, like because life is not serious. You know, it's like you gotta laugh too. You have to see things in a realistic perspective. You know.
yeah,
I think sometimes we're so mission driven that sometimes we can fall into this hole where we forget who we are,
mm-hmm.
and then there might be this time where we get to experience that old self,
Yeah.
but because we haven't done it in so long, we fail, and then we could feel like failures, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably why people are scared too to try something or to even talk about something, because they don't really know if they still got it, you know.
Yeah. And the only thing that's failing me right now is this hairline. That's the only thing.
Nah, it's not bad, man.
It used to be so much better, but whatever. We'll talk about that later. Man, tell me a little bit more about yourself. I mean, obviously you did something before you got into the barber game, right?
Yep.
What did you do for life before that?
Man, so I graduated high school back in 2005 from Conroe.
Yeah.
And really, I didn't do much during that time. You know, I just kind of hanged out, was hanging out with friends, partying, trying to figure out life a little bit.
Yeah.
I felt like I needed discipline in my life. And eventually I signed up for the military, seeking that, you know?
Yeah.
Knowing that I was gonna find discipline there, but also opportunity.
What branch?
The Army.
Okay.
The Army. So in January of 2007, I left for the Army. Then, I'm not gonna lie, it was the best decision that I ever made. A lot of Hispanics, for some reason, fear the military, but I just feel like the opportunities that you get to come up are endless. That's where I met my wife. That's where I learned a lot of discipline. But I think before that, just culture-wise, I think it's hard to instill like real discipline in people, especially if you're not born into a system or society that already has it.
Yeah. Do you miss it?
There's times where I miss it. I'm not gonna lie. There's times.
Do you, all right, let me ask you. Do you miss it or the people?
So the reason that I'm not in it right now is because I have a family.
Yeah.
But like when my wife got pregnant, it's harder to choose them or the career over them, you know?
Yeah.
But
So
I
that was
think
an easy decision for you. Your family over your career.
it wasn't an easy decision.
Okay.
Because you've kind of given up a career
Yeah.
for the family, but it was like the one that I needed to make, you know?
Right.
But I think as a single person, you end up really understanding a lot about life.
Yeah.
But I think like once you have kids, even though you still want to live your life, you know deep down you got all these responsibilities now. You know, you got people that are little kids that are relying on you for your support.
Is it hard that you, whenever you did leave, like you had to start over, like knowing you were gonna have to start over at something?
It was super hard, man.
Yeah.
Super hard because the military makes life easy. Everything is real organized. You already know what you got to do.
They tell you what to do, how to do it, when to do
Yeah.
it, yeah, all that stuff. You just gotta show up.
And then everybody has the same mindset. So whenever I got out on the civilian world, out here, everything's about competition in a weird way. In the military, it's like you compete, but you're helping each other.
Yeah.
Here, you're really competing to outdo each other and to maybe take that position, or it's hard to get like that real help, you know?
Yeah.
Almost like crabs in a bucket.
Uh-huh.
And then on top of that, we work as a team in the military, so you can rely on a team to help for the mission. You know, like that's how we get the mission done.
Yeah.
Here, there's a lot of individuality. Maybe not so much respect for leadership. So that's why I love my barbershop, because like we were, as a team, we're able to create that type of environment, you know?
Yeah.
Where we help each other. But in the beginning, man, that stuff it's just tough. But I think being a barber kind of helped me, maybe with that side of things, like adapting to this culture.
Yeah. So the reason I asked that is because I'm kind of going through a similar thing right now where, I mean, you know what I do as far as my work wise go. We're not going to touch too much on it, but my unit that I'm in right now, I'm leaving my unit.
Okay.
Like it's a done deal. It's official. Like I'm moving on. I've done what I needed to do. I've been doing it going on 5 years. They're allowing me to finish out the rest of the year and you know, get my 5 years exact and then moving on to something new. With that being said, I feel like the decision to leave weighed heavy on me for like months. And it was a decision that I made selfishly and I didn't tell anybody about because I wanted to make it selfishly.
Yeah.
And I felt like I needed that. Like the military, anything else, you put your career first and eventually your family's gonna push back.
Yeah.
Either they say, hey, I'm done with this and I can't live like this no more, or you start to get real distance from your family members, whether it be your wife, your kids, significant others, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I was at. That's where I'm at now. And that's why I asked you, you know, how hard was that decision for you to make as far as saying like, hey, you know what? I'm done with my career. I'm gonna go take care of my family and I'm gonna figure out something new. Cause for me, I mean, dude, I tossed and turned for like months, honestly, the whole year.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to reinvent myself, trying to re-spark that fire, trying to figure out like, hey, how can I fall in love with what I used to do? But it was so difficult, you know?
No, I definitely get that. But I could say that I admire that in you, you know,
Yeah.
because for someone to walk away from a career, you know,
Yeah.
something that most people, I'm sure there's people that probably, if you've already mentioned this to someone else, they're probably, what the hell you thinking, man? Like, you already this deep in, you know, you might as well finish, or you gotta start over. But I think as men, like, we kind of need that sometimes, man. We need to retest ourselves, you know, go
Yeah.
out there and like figure out.
Yeah.
'Cause
Like
we got
those
so much to
challenges,
give.
new goals.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
challenges and those goals. And we live in America where like it's possible, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, you're just gonna go out there and like fail. Like if you try hard, if you really put effort into something, it's very difficult to not succeed in that.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, I'm not leaving it completely, like the job, but I'm definitely getting out my unit that I'm specifically dealing with now. And
Yeah.
honestly, man, when I made the decision to do it, like telling them was like a weight lifted off my chest. But at the same time, it was a sense of like bittersweet feeling because I'm like, dang, I'm not gonna see my people no more. Like I've seen these people every single day. I've been in their homes. I know their families. I know their kids. I know this. I know that. You know, so that camaraderie, that like brother and sisterhood that you build, like you almost kind of take it for granted. And then once you like, okay, well, I'm not gonna have that no more, or at least not to this extent. You know, that it's different. And I also felt like a part of me, like I was walking away from a part of me because this is all I've known for the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that. It's bittersweet, but you know, at the end of the day, we only live once, man. And
YOLO.
you know, the friends and stuff that you got in the unit, they'll still be around. You know, they'll still gonna be your boys forever. Just like your high school friends. You know, I'm sure you probably haven't seen a bunch of them in a while, but you talk to them and instantly it'll spark that moment back up. You know.
100%.
But I think that they'll be proud of you too, man, because when you see somebody chasing after something with passion, it's like you have no choice but to just be happy for them, you know?
Yeah.
Because it is something that it sparks a fire in someone else too, you know?
Yeah.
Like it might be hard for you, but I know you get motivated by watching someone else succeed.
For sure.
So someone else gonna get motivated watching you do your thing, you know?
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned that. So me and my buddy, his name's Antonio. Shout out Antonio. He's always in the gym working out. He owns STP Diesel down in Houston. Yeah, he does a lot of cool stuff. Him and his brother out there. But every time I see him in the gym, he's boxing, he's lifting weights, he's running, he's doing stuff. I comment on his stuff, and even though he's a high school friend, even though I don't like see him all the time, but I comment on his stuff, and I tell him, I'm like, bro, you're like my gym rival. You just don't know it yet. And then we go back and forth all the time, and it's cool to see people like you said, succeed, whether it be personal fitness, whatever goals they got going on. Like, I love seeing that stuff, and it does spark a little fire in you. Like, well, if he can do it, why can't I do it?
Yeah.
But sometimes I get carried away from myself, and I'm like, okay, wait, you're not 25 no more. Like, let's chill out. Like, shit pops when you move now. Like, let's relax. But yeah, man, it's cool seeing people like really succeed, and I admire that you were able to build this shop, and I've seen it grow in the last 5 years, and I see all the people coming in and the clientele you have. It's a really nice thing. I mean, you got a pretty good a solid thing going on for you, and honestly, I can't wait to see it grow bigger.
Man, I appreciate that, brother. I think that's the thing about when you're so involved in doing something that sometimes you don't know what other people are thinking or doing. You can get so close-minded.
Yeah.
And I think that it's always good to step back. And I think what you're doing right now is like you're stepping back and you're analyzing everything. Like you're entering this new stage of who you are, where you're analyzing everything, your relationship, who you are as a person, where you stand at this age,
Yeah.
and your kids, and you're like, you know what? Let me readjust.
Yeah.
Let me readjust. I have this experience. We can do this. There's these things that I want to try out as well. But like I said, I think that man, we got that freedom to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that the one thing that you're not gonna do when you get older is probably you're not gonna have that regret.
See, that's what I want, man. Honestly, I don't want that regret. I don't want to get older and be like, man, if I would have just done it,
Yeah.
30 years ago, 40 years, 20 years ago, whatever it may be. I don't want to be that old guy on the couch, like, where,
Just bitter.
yeah, because you didn't do anything with your life. And I said, you know what, screw it. I'm done with this. Let's see what makes me happy. And let's see if we can fix that. So, I'm looking forward to doing something different. I'm looking forward to kind of playing, this is kind of how I tell people, playing the game on easy for a little bit. Take a step back, take a breather, not deal with so much stress on my plate, and kind of relax and live life, and, go kayaking, go hiking, go doing awesome stuff, like just
live again.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, the decision I made it selfishly, and I wanted to be selfish, and I wanted it to be all these things because I felt for like the first time in a long time I had been selfish. So,
But I don't think it's selfish, man. I think that that's what we say sometimes, because like we're stepping away from doing the usual, right?
yeah,
And we're like, we're just thinking about ourselves. But the way that I think is, in order for you to take care of someone else, you have to take care of yourself first.
and so many people say that, but I don't
Yeah.
think people really understand that until you get to that point.
Yeah. Because then you're gonna be like a burden to somebody else in the future.
Yeah, and as men, we honestly we walk around feeling like burdens anyway. This is why men don't talk.
Yeah.
So they're just like,
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be a burden to anybody, and especially your kids in the future.
yeah, for sure.
I think that's why I do a lot of the things I do too. Is I want my kids to have a good life, and I want them not to have to worry about me whenever I get older.
Yeah,
So I try to stay in shape a little bit. That's the big thing I've been taking a lot of time and effort into right now.
yeah,
And I think a lot of it had to do with watching you, bro. Like, your transformations are just incredible.
I appreciate that.
You've been going from these weight changes, but you've always been like in shape,
Yeah,
and then you took up boxing, and I know you used to fight a little bit of MMA stuff, and
yeah,
I think that I personally believe that every man should get into a fight at least a couple times in their life. Not to get beat up or anything like that, but just to challenge yourself, you know?
Yeah, what was that? You remember that movie Fight Club?
Fight Club, yeah.
What did he say? He goes, you don't really know anything about yourself until you get punched in the face.
Until you get punched in the face, and then you understand it's not that bad, you know?
Yeah, it's
It's not that bad,
it.
and you can take some hits, you can give some hits. It just gives you a whole different perspective of life, you know?
Yeah.
And it makes you question life, you know, where sometimes we're under these leaders that you're like, why am I even under this person, you know?
Yeah.
Like, how did I allow myself
To get to this point.
to get to this point? Am I just a follower? Am I making a difference in people's lives, you know?
Mhm.
I think God calls for us to be brave, you know? I think that's a big deal for me. It's like we have to be brave, you know? So what's your journey like, man, so far? I know you started the podcast. You still thinking about fighting at all, or?
Man, it's funny that you mentioned that. So, like, I'm down to 168 pounds right now. I'm probably like one of the leanest weights I've been at in a long time. And I'm not training for a fight right now.
Yeah.
But I saw a couple of my buddies last night, a couple of gym buddies. Shout out Omar's Boxing Gym. Love you guys. I saw a couple of my gym buddies over there, boxing gym buddies, and he's got a fight coming up. And he had asked me, how I've been, where I've been at, because I've been kind of MIA a little bit, trying to deal with stuff, deal with personal issues and whatnot. And dude, I was itching. We were talking about fighting again, and I was itching. I was like, man, I got goosebumps just talking about it right now. Like, I'm ready. Like, I feel faster. I feel smarter. I feel like my boxing IQ has gone up, and like I'm itching for that next one, and I'm stuck in between, like, do I do it now? Do I wait a little bit longer? I don't know, man. I don't know what's next for that.
Yeah.
But I can tell you right now, I don't think that spark is ever gonna die. That fighting in me, it's definitely something that I'll probably be forever curious about. And even if I don't fight again, like teaching people, and being able to instruct them and that sort of stuff is definitely a huge thing for me. I would love to see my kids fight one day. My daughters, my youngest one's got so much natural talent, and I just need to be able to lock her in and get her to focus for more than 5 minutes. But yeah, man, I don't know what's next. I'm just kind of like living life, and I'm just, like I said, I'm taking it easy. I'm just kind of like, instead of running through life right now, I'm kind of walking.
Yeah.
I'm just stopping and smelling the roses, feeling the sun on my skin, and enjoying Mother Nature right now. So I'm more of on a spiritual journey than anything. I got back in church. That was a huge thing for me.
Let me get that straight, Rachel.
Oh man, hey, you on the podcast now?
Okay.
You on
Let
the
me get that
podcast?
straight.
Yes, go ahead, talk to people. don't mess my hair up. Hey, I asked her. Hey, don't be. Come on, dude. Come on. You done? Don't fuck it up, bro. Every time I'm not balding.
Nah, so you good.
Oh man. Man, see, I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? Did he fuck my shit up?
Nah.
Okay. Oh, boy, I will slap him.
That's your old coworker. Right
That's
there.
That's Mikey. Man, what was I talking about? Oh, we're talking about God.
Yeah, the spiritual journey.
Yeah. I'm more on a spiritual journey right now, man. Like I'm more of finding my way with God, and that took a long time. I think every man has the capability and the ability to actually like get close to God.
Yeah.
But I honestly think like you have to be down and out bad, bro. Like I don't think it's like easy for everybody, but for me, definitely, like I was down bad before I was like, okay, I gotta find God. Like I've done life so long without God, and I was like, you know what? Let me just let Him in. That was a huge thing for me. That's a huge thing now.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing now.
How do you feel? Just messed up.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel you came to that acceptance that you needed God in your life?
So honestly, it was it was brought to. I was kind of like brought to it, right? So, you know, I was down bad. Obviously, I was dealing with a lot of personal issues, family issues, and that sort of stuff. I just lost somebody extremely important to me, and no, you're good. I lost somebody extremely important to me, and I didn't know what else to do. And so, of course, you have people not naturally reach out to you and kind of, hey, how you been? That sort of stuff, just checking in on you. And then I met this amazing person. Well, I've already known this person, but I met this amazing person, Macy. You know her, and she's like, hey, you know, what's your idea and views on religion? And of course, I was like, man, I don't really care. Like, I just think a lot of church people are hypocritical, judgmental assholes. And then she's like, well, I mean, you know, here, listen to this, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Because I have been so alienated from God for so long, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, it was by choice. It just because it just I don't know how it happened, but it did. And she brought me back, and I started listening to a little bit of church stuff, and then she got me a book, like Lessons, Promises, and Prayers for Men. And then slowly but
I
surely,
see you've been posting that
Yes,
on
bro.
a daily thing.
yeah, you know, I had people got mad at me because I stopped posting about that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they're like, "Where's it at?" And I'm like, "Bro, it's been 40 days. Like, yeah,
Buy the book.
yeah, I'm done. Like, I don't have any more for y'all. Like, I gotta go find another part 2 or something."
Yeah, that's awesome.
But no, she got me into that, and she really got me like kind of back into the groove of things. And then I started going to more church and doing more stuff. And essentially, it was kind of like God was calling me.
Yeah.
You know, at least that's how I felt about it. And once I kind of got back into it, it became natural. And then I remember I was so stressed out about a lot of stuff. I was so stressed out about life. And I remember one day I just stopped stressing. And it was probably about halfway through that book. And I realized, like, you know what? God's got me. And I don't have to be strong for a lot of these things. And I don't have to do all these things. Like, God's definitely got me.
Yeah.
And that was a huge turning point in my life. And since then, I've been trying to.
Hey, that's tough though, cause you being in the career you're in, you're also a fighter. You know, it's like you're always in control.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
giving up that
100%.
control. Like that's getting to that point. You know, I think that's where it takes a lot of effort, a lot of I don't even know how to even describe it, because I went through the same thing myself.
Yeah.
And I still battle with it today, you know,
Yeah.
where I'll jump right back into trying to be in control of my life again.
Yeah.
Um,
It's hard not to. It's hard not to want to.
yeah.
You know, because sometimes you get so frustrated. You're like, man, if I just force this, it'll happen.
It'll mess it. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, but they're like, no, you gotta be patient. Everybody's gotta have patience. You know, that sort of stuff.
Let me show you here, bro.
We good, bro. We always good. I don't even know. I like looking at it, but I don't even know why. Because you've always been good. I don't even have to worry about it. But yeah, man. I mean, having God back in my life definitely has changed a lot of things for me. I know it's changed a lot of things for how I interact with people and how I interact with my children and the decisions that I make now. Like, I definitely do pray on it. And I'm like, you know what? If something doesn't happen, I'm like, okay, you know what? It's not because I get it or any of that stuff. It's because God sees something bigger in my life for me, and this is not it right now. So I'm like, all right, cool. We'll do whatever God wants me to do. In time, then, you know, it'll come. But I honestly believe that everything and anything moving forward in my life is definitely already dictated by God, and God's definitely got a plan for me, for you, and for everybody else. And honestly, I'm 110% happier.
Man, I'm happy for you, bro, because I think that this journey you're just gonna learn so much about yourself,
Yeah.
about your purpose, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just excited to see you happy again, you know?
Oh yeah, it's been
Like
a
happy,
minute.
because I think there was a moment where you were down, you were kind of angry a little bit.
I think it was for years though.
Yeah.
It's been a couple years. Yeah. So being able to kind of like be on the other side of that, you're just like, all right,
Yeah.
All right, cool. Things are going better now. Things are getting better now. But
Hey,
man,
you look good, brother. Every time you were a
Appreciate
little
it.
chunky, remember?
I know I did get a little thick there for a little bit. Yeah. We're not going back to that. We're not going back to that. We good?
Yeah.
We're good. All right, brother.
Can't mess you up, man.
I know it's all good. It's all good.
You have to get Mikey. Hey, can Mikey be serious though?
I don't know if it could be serious. That'd be a good tip. Y'all want to see Mikey?
I want to see
Y'all
Mikey.
add some comments below and y'all see if you want to see Mikey. We'll see if we see Mikey out here.